Record. Hi, Cancer. It's Jeffrey. It's Red Color. This is your reading for the month of October. The message is have faith. A lot going on with me. Now, Cancer is in my 10th house. The node that you're going toward is there. I know I always get confused. So that's Cancer in my chart. And I think it combines with something. Don't remember. Yes, I have like a loose trine between that and my sun in Scorpio and my Pisces in, no, yeah. Pisces, you're right. I have two trines, lots of conjunctions. One big square. Right. Let's see what's going on. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay. You're achieving balance in terms of healing, and more intuition is coming through. And it's leading you to places that you like be curious about, new places. There's also an energy, it's a 3, it's creative. So there's an energy, he's down at the shore, and I always get, it's a really good card. It's a card of hope, possibilities, international. So international doesn't necessarily mean going to another country. It could mean exposing yourself to a different culture. But I always get like he's down at the shore. He emptied out his pockets, so he like, it's like, I don't need to take this with me. That kind of energy, and I know that my future is hopeful and creative, maybe in another place, but it could be another place physically or another place creatively. Okay. It is the international card, though. Yeah. I've been listening to my light. I've been listening to my light. Wonderful. And that's where I see the opportunities. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. For self-nurturing, for fertility, for practicality. Great. Yeah, maybe it is time. So there's an energy in this card of like leaving the turbulence behind you. Leaving the turbulence behind you, going to a place that's more calm, and not looking back at it. Sometimes you meet people, you have people in your life, and maybe you know them a long time, and they want to like take you back. They want to take you back to like, oh, it's like, yeah, but I'm dealing in the reality now and the future. I'm not wistfully looking back at the past, because, I already experienced the chaos. Thank you. And now I want to live in the nourishment of the sun and in abundance and freedom and enjoy. And I might have to learn new skills, but there are skills that I'm going to enjoy learning. Is that? Because I get to choose. I get to choose what is important to me and what I want to choose, right? Maybe in the past, relationships are really important to me, and maybe they're not anymore. Maybe in the past, I don't know, my job was like super important to me, and now something else is more important, or etc. And trying to look for numbers. I have a 3, I have a 5, I have a 1. I don't. Okay. Yeah, El Diablo. This has come up for everyone. So this is what I keep on getting. I feel like people are evolving, individuals, are evolving. And it's like, maybe this path that I've been on, or I thought was really important, that I felt really tied to, isn't so important anymore. Maybe it's time to, I don't know, do something different, think in a different way, act in a different way, let go of habits. Yeah, because they've broken my heart in the past, and now I have a new understanding. It's my second three of how I can creatively utilize the experiences and move forward. I feel like this is the time, and I'm really listening to myself. If I, I'm really listening to myself, and I'm treating myself with kindness. And I'm treating myself with kindness. I'm really, really, he's the great listener. The King of Cups is a great listener as far as I'm concerned. Now, I think I have a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I know that I'm loved and supported. That's the thing that's so important. It's like, I think, for a lot of us, it's like when you try something new, when it's like, oh, well, my friends don't think, or, society doesn't think, but spirit does, that I'm, that my idea is a good idea or whatever, but spirit does. So your guides and angels do. And sometimes you have to put your best foot forward, whether or not you have the courage, right? Yeah, that's the big transformation. Nice. And that's where the opportunities lie. And this is really about learning new things. I'm learning new things about myself. So like I'm learning new things about myself. Like it was really important for me to like have an established apartment, blah, blah, blah. But in a way I feel stuck. Um, and in the way in New York, I also felt stuck, because I felt like I was obligated to do like the Airbnb and all this stuff. And it's like, I don't want that anymore. I just don't want that. I want to be more of a free spirit, more of a traveler, more of a, you know, so it's like, it's a little bit weird and a little bit frightening, but it's like, it just feels like that's where I'm supposed to be going. So, uh, it's kind of like how I moved here. People are like, oh, you can't leave New York. You have to stay and you have to fit into what we see you as. And it's like, I don't, no, I don't. I'm too old to like care about that shit anymore. Well, like, nah. So I've been looking at like doing the house sitting thing. So I found one site. It's very hard. My vision is not there yet. I have to get the second operation. I don't know when it's going to be. It would really help because, I need to move forward. That's why I'm doing the video so that I feel like I'm doing something. And I found this one site and and I'm reading and it's this, it's that, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, it's like, oh, it's a win-win. We don't pay you anything. And it's like, well, that's not a win-win. Because like if I'm gonna house sit, like I'm doing a job, I mean, it might not be the hardest job, depends on the house, I suppose, but I want to get paid. All right. Oh well, it's free, free, free. You get to stay in a beautiful house, but if I'm taking care of the dogs or I'm taking care of the lawn or whatever I'm doing, then it's not a win-win for me. Like, well, that's real clear. So I have to find one set. Um, so that's where I'm looking. That's where I'm meandering. See what happens. See what happens. All right, let me show you the cards. All right. I know I'm loved and supported, even through, the pain that I've been through. I'm willing to like get deep into working at finding new creative solutions, maybe in a different place, because that's where the healing is. Because maybe in the old place, it's like I've already done everything I need to do. this is where I find the balance. My light is leading me toward opportunities that are self-nurturing, where I can make choices that are creative. Uh, the timing is right. The transformation is in process toward new opportunities to be kinder to myself. Interesting. And to let go of all the things that I thought I was tied to, and like kind of burn them out, like get really clear about what they are, and like almost allow the sun to burn them out, because I have this here, and to, you know, dismiss the chaos and move forward into a tranquil future, and with my eyes on the future, not on, oh, you know, some people, it's very easy to fall into that trap of something happened and I'm defined by it. It's like, okay, well, maybe you were, but maybe it's time to be defined by something new, right? So the way I liken it is, you live in a town and there's a guy who is in the army or whatever, and he wears his army uniform everywhere with his stars. And he wants to tell you the same story about how he went up the hill and how he saved his battalion. And that's nice. But it's like, it's a little dull. Like, I don't want to hear the same story. I want to hear a new story, right? I want to hear a new story. I want to form a new story, right? I'm tired of my old story. Like, part of why we're here is to grow. So I feel like that's the opportunity. And maybe, and growing, you know, it's like growing pains, you know, it's like, this is a little weird and uncomfortable, but it's like, okay, this is what's in front of me. And this is where I'm going, because I feel like this is where my light is leading me. And I want to evolve. I mean, I got the death card. So the death card is like, the old dies and the new is born from it. It's really like a card of fertility, you know, transformation. All right. And I got this, the best ace. All right. I offer readings, I offer healings. Nancy and I will be starting the classes soon. And I'm going to be putting together a whole meditation series. You can buy it separately now on my site. And that's it. All right. And we'll see where I end up. You know, and part of me is like super calm. Part of me is like nervous or shit. But the other part of me is like, all right, lead me. Lead me. I mean, this is how I talk to spirit all the time. It's like, lead me. All right. So I'm being led, but I don't know where. Blessings.